Are you ready for some football?
Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Flight Club Football. I am your host, TBK of the Baltimore Kid. For another reason, I have got some crazy echo going on. Chris, talk to the folks real quick. Hold on one second, everybody. Sorry.
No problem. Welcome to the show, everybody. We got a lot of stuff to kind of catch up on with a lot of NFL news these last couple of days, and then we're going to get into the games, which is even more fun. So just hang in, and Ryan will be back with us.
Aha. Sorry. Okay. My bad. I had the YouTube going, and I was like, why can I hear me twice? Anyway, yes, as Chris alluded to, we have a lot to get to. I am your host, TBK of the Baltimore Kid. That is Chris. And we're going to not waste any time, because when we say a lot, we mean a lot. First and foremost, Ravens fans, I'm sure you guys have heard the news today. So I personally would like to dedicate this show to Captain Defense himself, Mr. There we go. Mr. Wes Henson. He was lost today. He passed away. It's not every day that a team acknowledges a super fan. I mean, teams all over the world have super fans, but this guy was truly, truly special. He was in the Navy. He was a part of, our military. He was a staple at Ravens games and in the community. This is an official statement from the Baltimore Ravens. Today we mourn the loss of Wes Henson, aka Captain Defense, whose pride and passion for Baltimore were one of a kind. His iconic fandom and service for others inspired our community in immeasurable ways. A man who cared deeply about people and is enshrined as a Hall of Fame fan. Captain Defense will forever be remembered for the remarkable joy, encouragement, and love he regularly gave to everyone around him. So, Wes, from Chris and I in Flight Club Football, this one goes out to you. Captain Defense. Rest in peace, sir. Okay, let's bring the show up a little bit, Chris. Let's get into, oh my gosh. It's crazy how we say that every week is insane, right?
Yep.
Do you think this week tops it? Because holy crap, all the stuff that we have learned, things that have happened over the past 24 hours, there's a lot going on. So I guess it's kind of, where do we start? You want to start with the crazy upsets that have happened?
You know what? Let's leave that to be the lead into our picks, for the next week's games.
Fair enough.
We'll get to the news first, and then we'll get to those those upsets.
All right, where would you like to start?
I think everybody wants to start with Sanchez, right? Because I think that's the biggest of the big news the last couple of days, which came out of nowhere, obviously, with Mark Sanchez getting into that fight with the delivery guy, older gentleman, and ends up getting stabbed, and everybody's like, oh my God, I hope he's okay. And then it turns out he started everything, and he was the aggressor, and he's arrested. He's got felony charges, and his career is most likely done, because this guy's going to end up in jail, because they said it could be even worse, the charges as well. So we haven't heard the end of it yet. This is just the start of it, right? So this could get worse for him.
Yeah, they are absolutely saying that more than likely Sanchez is going to be facing some jail time for this. Which, you know what? Again, I'm sorry. Like, when it first came out, we didn't have when we didn't have all the details. I was like, yeah, of course. I was like, oh man, that sucks. And then I found out, all the, as Chris said, all the charges that came behind everything, and I was like, oh no, you deserve that. Like, dude, yeah. you tried to pick on an older man, and got justice served to you. You got your ass whooped. Like you you effed around and found out. Like
Yeah.
you can't just go messing with people.
Yeah. No matter how big you are, or younger or bigger than you are than the guy himself, that's how you know. Like, that's why you don't mess with people. You don't know what this guy has got on him. He had the spray, and he had a knife on him. So
Right.
what do you call it? The pepper spray or whatever didn't stop Sanchez. He kept coming at him, so he pulled out his knife and and defended himself. And I think in different states, I heard that today, was in different states they have different laws about defending yourself. Like, there's certain things you could do. There's more leniency, and Indiana is supposed to be a very lenient way to do. Like, you could defend yourself in any way possible, kind of. I'm sure there's different rules and laws everywhere else, but man, yeah, exactly.
Did you see the guy in the hospital? He deserves to be. Yeah, he does.
Banged up, man. He had a big slash on his face, and he just looked really bad. He's got the neck collar thing on, so who knows? He got body slammed against the wall, all this stuff. I mean,
yeah,
it's. I think it's going to get worse for Sanchez.
It's not okay. So, I mean, I guess it's fair. I guess it's fair, Chris, to turn a phrase that Mark Sanchez's commentaries dreams got slashed before they even started.
Yeah, it's not, it's a shame, man, because the guy had probably the job of his life, after retiring from football, right? Yep. You get into the booth, and now you're talking football every week, you're traveling, and you're getting paid a pretty good amount of money, I'm sure, for talking football, and you blew it away, so, man, oh well.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it is what it is. It's like I said, I can't feel sorry for him. I mean, I just can't. You started it, this guy finished it, and now you've gone and ruined your whole life. So sorry, but not sorry, I guess. Yeah, so that's pretty much that. I mean, I hope the other person in this recovers. I hope they go on with their life. And put this whole nasty thing behind them, and it's something nobody ever wants to go through, and I just hope it's all over quickly for this other guy. So, good luck to him in this whole situation. Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Whoops. Oh my gosh. I hit the wrong one. Sorry about that. Butt fumble. Hey, Dad, how you doing? Yeah, butt fumble going away for a long time. That is absolutely true.
And butt fumble can have a different meaning in jail, I would think, but I don't know.
Oh dear. Yeah, I would. Oh gosh.
What's next? What's the next?
I don't know. All right, so let's see here. All right, so breaking news from the Baltimore Ravens camp today. What some people are calling a panic move, a desperation move. I call it a I guess you could call it a desperation move. I mean, you don't have a choice at this point. Look at all the players that you have out. Ravens are signing CJ Gardner-Johnson from the Houston Texans. Now, look, I mean, I got to be honest with you guys. CJ doesn't come with without a little bit of his own controversy here. He only played 3 games for Houston. Apparently, he was a locker room terror. He had a little bit of controversy, couldn't get along. But you know what? Here's what I'm saying, Ravens fans. This is the kind of guy that I think you need right now. You need somebody to shake things up in Baltimore. You need somebody to shake things up in the locker room, because I ended up watching, and I said this to my dad. If you're still here, you can confirm. I think I said this to Chris too. I ended up watching the Patriots-Bills game, and what I saw out of that game was the definition of a sideline leader, and that was Stefon Diggs. Stefon Diggs was up and down that sideline. No matter if the offense, the special teams, defense, it didn't matter. He was on that sideline. If he wasn't in the game to play, hyping up his team. There is no one, not one single person who is doing that for the Ravens right now. Lamar Jackson was silent during that game versus who did we just play? Oh my God.
Texans.
Texans, thank you, Chris. Lamar Jackson, silent. Marlon Humphrey, silent. Roquan Smith, silent. Kyle Hamilton, silent. Just because you don't have your uniform on doesn't mean you lost your voice all of a sudden. Kyle, you had no problem calling everybody spoiled. You didn't have a problem talking there. Ro, they show your freaking hype ups during every game. What, you forgot how to hype the team up? What is going on here? So, I mean, I don't know. What do you think, Chris? I mean, as far as I'm concerned, this is low risk. Reward is to be determined.
Yeah, no, I know him from Philly, being on Philly last year. He won a Super Bowl with Philly, and he played a pretty big part, right? He had 6 picks last year, returned one for a touchdown. He's that type of player, right? He's still young enough. He's not even, I think he's 28 years old. He's been in the league. Yeah, he's going to take chances. So, yeah, he might get burnt every now and then, but no,
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
no, I think this is a great move by the Ravens, because you know what? They have to keep winning here. Like, they have to keep playing, I should say, because this division is wide open, right?
Oh my gosh,
I know the Steelers are a little bit of ahead right now, but it's only week 5, or we're going into week 6 now. And you got the Rams this week. We're going to get into that, right? But right, you can't just say, "Oh, our quarterback got hurt. We're done." And we're going to get into another thing. The Bengals, right? They lost Burrow. They're not throwing the white flag up. They're still trying to win, because they know. Think of it this way, right? Burrow's not going to be back till December, I think, second week of December, whatever.
Yep.
They're hoping that they're still in it by then, right? Now, Lamar Jackson is out maybe one more week.
Maybe.
So you gotta pull this together. Like, there's no excuses. Don't say, "Well, hey, we got injuries, so we can't win games."
Oh, San Francisco knocked that narrative right out of the park. Yeah, injuries
So
is not an excuse.
Football is, every year guys get hurt, right?
Yes.
We could name the players every year. There's a bunch of guys that get hurt for every single team, and there's nothing you could do about it but next man up. And that's what they got to do. But that comes from the coaching, right?
Yes.
We talked about how good the coaching is with San Francisco. Now looking at Baltimore, it's kind of making it look like the coaching staff isn't that great. And they should be great, because Harbaugh's won a Super Bowl. He knows what it takes to win, right? I mean, come on.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. But we will definitely touch on Harbaugh. I mean, look, like I said, at this point, call it desperation. I call it filling a need. Okay. More than half of the defense is hurt right now. So I like the pickup. I'm pretty sure he's going to be installed right into this team, and I expect to see him on Sunday. Chris, I can't help but mention that, or help but notice that you mentioned the Bengals and
Yes.
Joe Burrow. So guess what the Bengals did? They traded one Joe for another Joe and picked up one Joe Flacco.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. Bengals fans, how we feeling about this one, man? I think that old Joe just wanted an excuse to see the Ravens again.
I think so. He didn't get enough of them, right?
Yeah. All right. Absolutely. So, hey, look, hey, man, props to Joe Flacco, because this guy could absolutely just be chilling anywhere right now, enjoying his life, enjoying his family. But no, he has become an absolute journeyman, a renaissance man. He is, who has he played for now? He has played for the Ravens, the Jets, the Browns, the Colts. And I'm pretty sure this is his 5th team in the Bengals, right?
6th team. He played for Denver for a year.
That is right. Yes, that's right. He played for the Broncos too. I mean, if you're a Bengals fan, Chris, put yourself in Bengals fans' shoes. How are you feeling about Joe?
Well, he can't be much worse than Browning right now, right? So that's how I would look at it. Like, hey, you know what? If we can protect this guy, he's going to make some big throws for us, right? They obviously got the receivers out there. So if you give this guy some time, he'll make the throws, right? And you just got to throw it up to these guys, right? Chase and Higgins, you just throw it up and they will get it. So
it's It's like
Yeah.
you said the buzzword. You said if they can protect him. That's what
Right.
scares me. Joe
Right.
is a statue. And if they can't protect Burrow, oof. Now
Yeah. Oh,
the only thing that I can say is the difference between Flacco and Joe is Flacco doesn't have glass bones. He can take some hits, he can take some shots, but the guy is 41 years old, Chris. Like, and you're hanging around in this AFC North division that, while this year has probably been the softest it's ever been, you would like to have hope as a Ravens fan, as a Browns fan, as a Bengals fan, that eventually your teams are going to heat up.
Right. Yeah. And that's the hope with the Bengals. Like, all right, we bring this guy in. If we could stay afloat, like I said, till whenever Burrow comes back, sometime in December, that's a long time when you think about it. But if they could just stay afloat by then, you know what? They think they got a shot to make the playoffs. And hey, why not? Right? I mean, if you could stay afloat till then, and you're getting Joe Burrow back for the for the last 4 games or whatever it's going to end up being, yeah, that's a smart thing, and why not give it a shot? Like, you're not going to trade for Kirk Cousins, right? Because he's got a huge contract, so that's not going to work.
Yeah.
Do you really want to go down the guys that are on the Giants, Russell Wilson or Jameis Winston, right? Flacco, you just, like you said, he is a statue. So you got to protect him no matter what. It's quick throws, right? Whatever you got to do, you got to protect this dude. So, hey, why not? Give it a shot. And they gave up nothing, right? They swapped. Picks, so it's nothing. So it's no big contract or anything. So I think it's a good move on them. Is it gonna play out? Well, who knows? Probably
remains
not.
to be seen.
Right. Exactly. So, but they did something. Just like you guys signed, CJ. I mean, that was a good move.
Like you said, though, I mean, this is probably I guess I will say second time, because the players that we had for Joe's Super Bowl run obviously were good enough to get the job done. But this is probably the second time in Joe's career that he's actually had offensive weapons to play with. So, again, it's not Joe Burrow. I worry about the connection with Jamar Chase, but if you give Jamar any type of opportunity, this dude will burn you. So, I know I shouldn't, but I'm going to anyway because I like the guy. Good luck, Joe.
There you go.
That's all I can say. That's all I can say.
Yeah, just stay healthy, man. That's all. I don't want. You hate to see guys get hurt or whatever. So, listen, he's like 40 years old now. Like you said, man, this is great. He's a Renaissance man. This is 5th, 6th team in the league. Maybe he'll join the Steelers next year so he could complete the the AFC North. But yeah, good for him. He's got a shot now. Now he's got a shot. I mean, the Browns, you could see like this week they kind of moved on, right? They went to Gabriel. It was kind of like, all right, it's kind of the changing of the guard. So Flacco was like, all right, let me get a shot somewhere else, and they gave him a shot. So good for him.
Absolutely. All right, let's see what else do we have here. Oh yeah. Okay. So my prediction so far this year has been coming true. The Kansas City Chiefs cannot beat a team with a winning record, and they proved it against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Let's look at 2 plays that put the nail in the coffin. Let's start with this one.
Oof. And you know what? I was talking to my buddy Sharman about that during the game too. I'm like, that's a mistake that Mahomes never makes. Right? Never see that. You'll never see that. And for him to make a mistake like that, shocking.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, that's why I'm saying, something ain't right with Mahomes this year. He's just off. He's not looking like the Mahomes of old. Let's get to this next play, which I like to dub the circus play, which, oh man, I'm sure everybody's hearts were at their freaking feet until the inevitable happened. Oh, Trevor Lawrence, you wackadoo, you. Here we go.
This is crazy. 30
Falls
seconds
down.
left.
Falls down again.
Gets up and
Breaks the tackle.
somehow
Dives in for the touchdown with 23 seconds left. That
incredible.
where else do you see something like that, man? Like I'm telling you what, like I said, I am a homer. I'm a homer 100%. There is not much that happens for other teams that get me out of my chair. That got me out of my chair.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That was some play, man.
I was sitting there. I was like, damn it. Wait. Oh man. Incredible play.
And the one thing I'll say, just watching that game, you just see mistakes that you see the Chiefs never make. And they're making them now for whatever reason. I'm not putting it on Mahomes. I'm not putting on anybody specific, but that return, where it went from you scoring 7 points to giving up 7 points on that play. So it was a 14-point turnaround there. You just don't see the Chiefs do that.
I mean, like I said, there's something going on with Mahomes this year, and there's something going on with Kelsey too. Kelsey has not been the same ever since Taylor Swift proposed to him.
I think with Kelsey, it's just a matter of age. Like I'm not saying he's an old man, but in football terms, this guy's getting up there, right? What is he, like 33, 34 now?
I'm pretty sure he's 34.
Yeah. So that's not young in football. We're both wrong. He just turned 36 on October 5th.
Oh, wow. All right. 36. We were being generous.
Yeah. So think about it. How many really, really, really good tight ends, wide receivers, anybody at 36 years old? You just don't see it that often in football. Guys like that usually break down by now, and you could tell he's lost a step because he's a guy that you would normally see wide open all the time. Maybe he is pregnant. You never know. But, you never know. But yeah, I just think he's lost a step, at least maybe 2 steps now. But yeah, but they are getting their receiver back, I think, in a week, right? Rashid Rice.
Yeah. So
6-game suspension, I think it was.
So they'll have Worthy, Hollywood, and Rice all back on the field. I mean, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe too little, too late. Maybe this is what they need. I don't know. Like I said, I made a prediction this year, and I'm sticking to it. The Chiefs don't make the playoff. And so far,
all right. I'll add to that. Even if they do make it,
yeah,
they're not making the Super Bowl this year. How's that?
Okay.
Either way.
Fair enough.
All right.
All right. Let's see. What do we got up next here? Oh, yeah. All right. So a bunch of class coming out of the Dallas territory. Good old Scary Jerry getting fined $250,000 for the self-described quote unquote unfortunate gesture he made Sunday to fans at MetLife Stadium. Oh, Jerry. What are we doing, Jerry?
So basically, he said he wanted to give a thumbs up to the fans, but he ended up giving the middle finger. So
so he got confused about his hands.
We do that all the time, right? That's a common mistake, right?
Sure, it happens a lot when I'm driving.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Oh,
you
man.
drive really well.
You're great. Number one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, man, you're already a laughing stock owner. You don't want to add classlessness to that resume, dude. Like,
yeah,
come on. Like, you got to have some class as an owner, and getting into it with fans while, you're up there living large. Ridiculous, bro. Stop it. Pocket change.
Yes, it is pocket change for him.
Yeah.
He doesn't care. Right. Hey, all I say is long live Jerry Jones. I do. As long as he's around, the Cowboys are going nowhere. So
that's true. There's that. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Well, I guess when you've reached his age, you can, I guess, do whatever you want.
Right.
I mean, and if you got the money to back it up, like Dad said, yeah, I guess it's not that big of a deal. But still, it's still not a classy move. I don't know. I don't know. That's just me. All right, let's see what else we got. Get out of here, Jerry. All right,
we don't have to look at him anymore.
all right, John Harbaugh. Let's move on to this friggin' guy. Look, you are under fire right now. There are fans left, right, and center calling for your head, and you get the bright idea to make this comment at a press conference. You people don't know anything about football. None of you understand the pain, the effort, the sacrifice that these players give. They fought to the very last second. No, John.
They did not.
No, they did not. And you don't seem to understand football, my friend. You have no problem going up in another press conference, throwing your offensive coordinator under the bus, and defending your defensive coordinator, who is giving you now the 32nd ranked defense in the NFL.
Oof. Yeah, that's not good. Mr. Orr, he should be on the hot seat right now, right?
He should.
I understand they got injuries. Like I said, it is what it is. But there's no way you should be giving up 40 points every week. I'm sorry, and especially against the Texans. I know they're a pretty good team, but come on, you got to do at home, giving up 40 points. But and listen, the Texans have been struggling a little bit this year. But come on, you can't be giving up 40 points at home. I get the injuries, man, but that excuse kind of wears thin after a couple of weeks. It's like, all right, we're injured, okay, great, but we should have someone else to play. You should be able to figure this out, and especially to lose by 40, whatever it was. I mean, that's a joke.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm correct. You might have to fact check me here, Chris. I think at the time that we played the Texans, they were the 22nd ranked offense, and you made them look like prime Tom Brady out there. You made them look like prime Mahomes. Like I guess Mahomes is still in his prime, but we'll stick with the prime Brady. Man, this defense is just, I don't know. There's no word for it because it has never happened. It has never happened in Ravens history. We have had, yes, okay, I will admit, look, I am not that freaking delusional. The Ravens have had bad seasons, but we have never had bad defenses ever until now.
I was just saying, now you do. Now you got the worst.
Now we do. Like, Harbaugh's afraid that Monken's going to take his job.
There's no way Monken should take his job.
Hey, yeah, Rod, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Hell yeah. 177 points in 5 games. The 2000 Ravens D gave up 165 and 60. Exactly. In That's 5 crazy. Games alone, this defense has given more points up than the entire 2000 Ravens defense combined. I just make it make sense. You can't make it make sense. It doesn't. And then, like I said, for you to sit there and throw your offensive coordinator, who is giving you 30 to 40 points a game, except for the freaking Texans, because, Lamar isn't there, and I get it. Yeah, whatever. But anyway, for you not to make one comment, not one single comment. In fact, no, I'm sorry. My bad. Let me fact check myself here. You said that you believe that togetherness is what's going to get everything, not turning on each other, everybody coming together and going to work. You go to work throughout the week, show up on Sunday and get embarrassed. Is that your version of sticking together? Hey, look, if we both suck together, they can't come at one of us. Get the
Yeah, no, that's not good for sure. But all right, here's the we're gonna do a little bit of I'm gonna give you a little bit of good news for the bright side or whatever. A little positive about the Ravens, okay?
Okay.
All right.
All right.
They got a tough game this week. Obviously, the Rams at home. Okay. Then there's the bye week. So even if Lamar is out for this week, worst case, he should be back after the bye week, right? And the rest of
Should
the
be.
schedule gets a little better, right? You got the Bears after the bye week, at Miami, at Minnesota, at the Browns, then home against the Jets, home against the Bengals, home against the Steelers, at Cincinnati, home against the Patriots, then at Green Bay, at Pittsburgh. So by the time those last couple of games that look tougher, you got that nice, easy schedule there. The Ravens could get back into this. Even if they lose this week. All right, worst case, they 1-5 going into the break. Not what they wanted, obviously, but that was a really tough schedule, that you guys had.
Yeah.
But after that, they could get some wins and get back into it. So that's going to be the.
Yeah. At this, let's trade Harbaugh. Oh, Dad, you want Jim?
Yeah, I don't know. Do you? They're not doing so good either, right?
Jim's winning though.
Well,
but
they lost 2 in a row.
Yeah. Look, like I said, like you said, the only saving grace that we have here is, I mean, let's be honest here, and we'll get into it more when we make our picks, I'm sure, but with everything, the way that everything is looking right now, we are most likely going into the bye 1-5. Okay. Even with the, EDC is, as Dad likes to refer to him as Megamind, is finally starting to, fire up the old brain there and make some trades and stuff like that. We are definitely going to be sellers. So I think everything starts to click. We hope after the bye. Rock, what'd you say right there? We can at least go positive and make the wild card possibly. I think winning the division is out of the question. I think so too. Probably. I think we've given too much of a cushion to the Steelers at this point. The Jim we need is Jim Beam.
There you go.
Yeah. Hardball, maybe. Like, holy crap. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Let's see. What else do we have here? Yes. Odell Beckham Jr. accepts a 6-game NFL performance-enhancing drug suspension after positive test last season. Look, man, it's already week 6. So that means you're not going to be coming back till week 12. And
nobody's knocking down his door either. So
yeah, you're basically going to be useless to your team anyway. Like, why you even decided to re-sign with the team at this point? I don't know. I mean, trying to keep yourself young, maybe. I think we're seeing way too many players hang around this year, Chris.
Yeah, and you know what? He's going to be 34 in November, right?
Yep.
So he's at the age. Listen, he was never the same after that injury with the Giants, right? He was never the same after that, and that was a few years ago. And now he's getting up to the age where it's like wide receivers. You don't see them hang around this long because once they lose that step, and Beckham was never a big receiver. The reason why DeAndre Hopkins could stick around is he's fast enough, but he's still a big dude and he's got great hands.
He's a contender. He most of the 50-50 balls he wins.
Yeah,
Vegas
exactly.
must know some we don't. Yeah, they're drinking the Jim Beam, Rock.
Someone is, yeah. Hey, it's better for if you're betting, it's better for the better because you bet the guy that doesn't have as good as odds as them, right? You bet Pittsburgh. Obviously, Pittsburgh's got to be. I would have thought the favorite now because they're up by 3 games or 4 games. So, but they do play them twice. Remember that. You still got 2 games against Pittsburgh. So, if you guys start rolling healthy in the next couple of weeks, yeah, you got Pittsburgh twice. So you can make up the 2 games right there.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely. Like I said, yeah, there are some positives. But saving the season is reachable, but it's going to be a fight. It's got and we need someone to light a damn fire under this team, big time. Because if you don't do it after the bye, if If you don't win that first game and then go on a run, that's it. You're done. It's over. So, I mean, a lot of hoops to jump through, and man, I don't know.
Yeah,
like I said, I don't know what Vegas is thinking, but I don't see it either.
I just think they're thinking it's a weaker schedule coming, after the after the bye week, and you guys are bound to get healthy, right? So,
right.
And you'll start playing better. That's the only thing I could think of.
Right. All right. Last but not least, like we said, old Mega Mind himself, EDC, decides to trade away Odafe Owe. The Ravens pick up Alohi. I had the name Alohi Gilmer, I think it was. Yeah, I mean,
Alohi Gilman.
Alohi Gilman. Thank you, Chris. Yes. So, I mean, there's a couple other guys that I probably would have gotten rid of before I got rid of Odafe. Me and Dad were 100% in agreement on getting rid of Ojabo first. But you know what? I saw so many people, and Yay Rock, you could probably attest to this. I know you were all over Bobby's, at least one of Bobby's streams today. People were sitting there going, oh, but let's not forget about the 10-sack season he had last year. Okay. So we're 5 games in and he's done absolutely nothing this year, which again, you're on the 32nd ranked defense in the NFL. Well, I almost cussed again, Chris. Why
the truck?
why are we talking about last year? It has nothing to do with anything.
This is probably a big reason why he was traded.
Yeah.
He's a free agent at the end of the year.
Yeah.
And I think the other guy was re-signed by the Chargers at the beginning of the year. So I guess they see something with him.
I mean, maybe it's, you know what? Here's how I'd like to think that call went down. I think EDC initiated the call, and then John was like, let me talk to my brother. Help a brother out, because I don't know. I honestly, I didn't think there would be any trade value for Odafe whatsoever. But far be it for me. Like I said, I'm just a fan who has a football show with my buddy over here. So what do I know? But, I guess they saw something.
Something. I don't know what, but they obviously saw something to trade away. I know he wasn't having a good year this year, but the guy did have 10 sacks last year. So something was amiss with him. Maybe they see that he's I don't know. It's definitely a strange trade. But now you got depth at center at safety. So
right. Yeah. I mean, we'll
maybe more trades are coming.
But yeah, right? Well, I would say, and I'm sure Yay Rock, I'm sure my dad, I'm sure anybody out there listening, the trade that is probably next up on the block is going to be most likely Mark Andrews. I know that there, from what I've heard, there are 2 teams that are very interested in him right now, and that is the Eagles and the Jaguars. I'm just saying, look, I know for a fact that if you're going for trade value, I would be trying to trade with the Eagles. Like, I don't know who you could get of value or who could really be of. I mean, I know the Jaguars are a winning club right now, but you got to think the value lies with Philadelphia.
Yeah, I would think so. And it just, like you said, it depends on what you could get. Are you going to be able to get a player, or is it going to be a draft picks, combination of both? It really, that's where these conversations are going on now. Like, I'm sure they're going to be asking for edge rushing help, but the Eagles are also kind of thin there too. So I don't think that'll happen, but listen, you never know. Like, especially with Howie Roseman with Philly, he's always making moves. So even if he does trade away one to you guys, he's going to be trading with another team for an edge. Like, he's he's one of the busier or one of the best free agent. What do you call it? GMs in the league, right?
Yes.
So he's going to be working the phones big time. So we shall see. But yeah, if he's up on the market, yeah, Andrews is good when he's healthy. He's easily one of the best tight ends in the league.
Yeah. That'll break my mom's heart. She's a massive. Yeah. See, that's Andrews. Yes, we definitely need help on the O line. Fa'alele, or however you say this fool's name, needs to have been gone 4 weeks ago. But yeah,
can't say his name anyway, so get rid of him.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing about Andrews. Andrews is still loved in Baltimore. There's people who are definitely gonna feel this, but I'm sorry, like the I don't want to say the novelty, but the niceties have worn off. We understand he's been an absolute soldier going out there playing with type 1 diabetes. He's been a inspiration to people all over the world, showing that, you know, even with something that debilitating, he can still get out there and lace it up and play. But when you can make these crazy over the top catches, but can't make the clutch catch that's 2 feet in front of you, that's a problem. That's a problem, and it keeps happening. Just happened in that Texas game, resulted in a pick. It's just time. I hate to say it because this was Lamar's guy. Like, I know this is gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt the fans, and I think it's gonna hurt Lamar too.
Yeah.
I still I still don't understand why Ben Cleveland hasn't at least been thrown in there yet to replace Lele, just as an experiment. Yeah, Cleveland should already have been in there. I mean, as far as I'm concerned now, I know you can't afford to lose too many people at this point. Lele, Voorhees, they can both go. And I would definitely be sticking Ben Cleveland in there. But like I said, I mean, more so than anything, EDC needs to start making some moves at edge rusher in the O-line. That's where we need the most help. Like getting back up for Kyle Hamilton and all that. That's great. And Marlon, who is more focused on his podcast than he is playing football. That's great, but those aren't our most dire needs right now. So come on, EDC. We need you to start making some real picks here, guy.
Yep.
All right, guys. Well, all right, let's see. Cleveland, for some reason, has been in Harbaugh's doghouse for years. Lele sucks at yay.
We can't say his name, so get rid of him.
No, but he is terrible, though. Like, they're not lying. Ben must be in with Harbs. All I can come out. Yeah,
Probably,
maybe.
yeah. I guess his practices ain't good or something, right?
Right. All right, guys. Well, look, this is the part of the show where we want you guys to be involved. By the way, you guys have been involved. Thank you so much for commenting. Keep the comments coming because this is the part of the show where we want you guys to join us. Make your picks for week 6 right along with us. Hit them with it, Chris. Boom. Week 6 picks are in. Actually, that's a lie. They're not in because I'm going to be picking with you.
Right. They're not.
I have not made my picks yet.
They're coming in.
They're coming in. Right.
They'll be here.
They're sort of in.
Yeah. They're here, but not yet.
Not there. Okay, Chris. Let's start it off here. First game, Philadelphia versus the New York Giants. This Thursday, 8:15 prime time. Who y'all got?
Yeah. Hey, listen, both teams coming off losses. Eagles, tough loss against Denver at home. I would think they're going to bounce back. I know it's a short week, but I like them on a short week better than the Giants. So I'm going to take the Eagles. Yeah,
I'm definitely going Eagles here. I mean, like, you know, Jackson Dart has been exciting, you know, sort of, I guess. But I don't think that this team is ready yet. It's a 100% Philly bounce back. I agree. I'm going with Philadelphia. All right, hit him with the next one, Chris. Who we got next?
In London, Broncos versus Jets. Broncos coming off their big win against the Eagles. Jets, we know what happened with the Jets. We don't have to get into that. So this one to me seems like an easy game for Denver to win. They could be playing in wherever they want to play. And I think it'll end the same way. Broncos win.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, the UK getting a lot of love right now from these teams, man. So, I mean that crazy win that Minnesota just had over Cleveland. Yeah, I don't really think this one needs too much explanation. I'm with the majority. I'm going with the Broncos.
Yeah, not a tough one.
All right. Up next, we have the Indianapolis Colts versus the Arizona Cardinals. Colts are at home. What do you think, Chris?
Listen, we've been talking about Indianapolis, right? The biggest shock of the year, I think, is definitely Indy right now. They're playing great. Jonathan Taylor, great running back, and I think he just helps take a lot of that pressure off of Danny Dimes at quarterback. We forget Danny Dimes did make the playoffs his first year, right, with Saquon. So
He did.
Maybe if he gets a little bit of help, he's okay, right? So right now he's getting help from Jonathan Taylor. Arizona, I think, is a mess. I'm going to take Indy. Yeah, they lost to Tennessee this week. So
right. Oh, that was one of the upsets we forgot to talk about. Yeah, that was an absolute circus game. I don't know how you lose to Tennessee. Not only do you lose to Tennessee, but you lose to Tennessee with what I think it was even less time than the Ravens lost to the Bills with. Yeah. I think they lost with like 3 or 4 minutes left in the fourth. How?
Just some crazy ways too. You know, it's like,
I don't know.
Yeah. At home against the worst team in football. Come on.
Yeah.
You can't do that. Right. So that's embarrassing.
Yeah. So I'm going with the Colts all the way. They've been an absolute success story this year, and I don't see them slowing down at all.
Yeah.
So Colts all the way. All right. Up next, what do we got, Chris?
Chargers at Miami. Chargers 2 in a row they lost. Miami lost last week to Carolina.
Well, I think if there's any game to get back on track on, this is going to be the one. Like Miami is just they're too like, you want to talk about some crazy stuff going on in the team right now. Again, Tua, terrible. Tyreek Hill, crazy injury, out. OBJ going to be absolutely no help because of the performance enhancing stuff. I think this game should be at a what?
Wow. All right. This would be an upset.
Dad, are you drinking? Why?
Hanging out with Mark Sanchez tonight. What's going on?
Goodness gracious. Okay. Yeah, well, I think if there's any definition of a tune-up game, it's gonna be this one. I'm going with the Chargers.
Yeah, me too. It's gotta be, right? I mean, the Chargers gotta bounce back. You know, we were praising them so much early in the season, and you know, they lost 2 in a row, but yeah, you would think they're not going to lose 3 in a row.
No, I would be it would be the upset of the week. I'll tell you right now. Okay.
All right. No problem.
All right. Next up,
just don't bet on them.
Yeah, no, don't make the bet. Next up,
Patriots,
New England. Yes, Patriots at the Saints.
Saints got to win this week.
They did
beat the Giants. Surprisingly, Patriots won at Buffalo. That's another upset. Maybe it's not an upset. Maybe are the Patriots for real?
I think so.
Right.
I think. Look, like I said, I watched that Patriots Bills game. Mike Vrabel has got that team fired up. Stephon Diggs has got that team fired up, and more so, Drake May has got that team fired up. Yep. Drake, oh my gosh, he had the game of his life. Like I applaud him 100%. And you want to talk about a team to hate? I still to this day hate New England, not as much as I used to, but look, I can't deny it. Vrabel is amazing. He has stepped in there and absolutely turned that team around.
Yep.
God, I would love to have him. I would love to have Vrabel. j- j- because they're facing the Saints and because of the performance they put on, easy. New England all the way.
Yeah, I think so too. Listen, happy for the Saints. They got their first win, and it was good that they beat the Giants.
I hope you enjoyed
Yeah,
it.
but yeah, Patriots should be able to beat them, even being in New Orleans. So all right, next up, Browns at the Steelers.
Ooh.
Browns got a new quarterback, right? I mean, Gabriel looked okay last week. Like he wasn't spectacular, but he was okay.
He hung in there. He hung in there. He absolutely hung in there. I will tell you that. You know what? I think Flacco could have gone probably a little earlier. But you know what? Gabriel impressed, and he impressed enough that, as we stated at the I know you, Rock. I know, brother. I know. Believe me.
Nobody wants to admit that.
but you know, like I said, Gabriel hung in there, and he hung in there enough to impress Cleveland to finally take the starting spot. All that being said, though, Dad brought up a good point. That's what I was going to say next. Both these defenses, man, like I said, you can never count out Miles Ty. Well, we saw one this year. Who knows?
Right. You never know. It could happen.
You can never count out Miles Garrett. And that defense, man, Miles aside, that defense, man, they play teams. They play teams hard. Even though their record doesn't reflect it, Cleveland's defense is always a pain. So, I don't know, Chris. You pick, and then I'll see if I agree with you.
You know what? With the rookie quarterback making only his second start, right? I'm gonna have to go Pittsburgh. The defense is going to be all over Aaron Rodgers. I get it, and it's going to be a really good, tough game. Like Pop said, you know, two good defenses, which is totally true. And you throw in a rookie quarterback in there, that kind of, you know, ties it all together too to make it even tougher. But yeah, I'm going to say Pittsburgh just because of the rookie quarterback and their home, like you said.
Yeah, true. All right, up next,
Dallas at Carolina. Carolina gets their first win, and Dallas got a win too, so they got a couple of wins as well.
The Jerry Joneses versus the South Carolina Kitties.
I know someone's gonna pick the Panthers, right?
No. Yeah. You know what?
Soccer.
Carolina's at home.
Jerry finger. Jerry gives the finger.
Yeah, right.
We can give it back to him, but we love Jerry. I want Jerry to live till he's 200.
I don't know. I think, I was gonna say maybe just because they're at home, I would go with the Panthers, but I think old scary Jerry's team is just the better team. I'm sorry. I don't want to pick them, but I have to go with Dallas.
I think just being at home, I think I'll go with Carolina.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't, with no CeeDee Lamb on Dallas.
Okay.
I
didn't think about that.
I know Pickens is there, but Pickens a lot from Pittsburgh. Like he's great one game and then he disappears the next.
Terrible
right?
the next. Yeah.
He does that a lot. So maybe this will be a disappearing game against Carolina. Carolina got their first win, so maybe,
I'll probably be dead wrong on this, but I like the Panthers, just a biased take. Hey, it's all good.
We
appreciate it.
It happens.
Yeah, it happens. Sometimes you just got to make the pick.
You get that feeling. You get that feeling inside, so could be.
Slim pickings.
Next up, Seattle at Jacksonville. Jacksonville, their big win, right? And Seattle, did they win against Minnesota or they lost?
Minnesota. No, they didn't play Minnesota.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Seattle played.
They played.
Oh, they lost to Tampa, right? 38.
Yeah, they lost to Tampa.
Oh, that's right. Now I remember. Sam Darnold threw a pick off a guy's head and
Yeah.
whatever on their last drive. They were driving to tie the game up at least. So, or to take the lead, I think, because then Tampa kicked the field goal after that to win it. So yeah, it was a tough loss by Seattle against a tough Tampa Bay team, but now they got to travel to Jacksonville. So we'll see. You froze for a second, so I don't know if you were talking.
All right, we good? We all here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good. Jacksonville. Right. We got a Seattle, another Seattle, but not enough. Oh, okay, so we got one Jacksonville, one Seattle. Who do you got here?
I gotta agree. With Rock. I think if Jacksonville would have lost to the Chiefs, I would have taken them in back-to-back losses here against Seattle. But because they pulled off this win against the Chiefs, and what, they're 4-1. Yeah, I'm comfortable going with Jacksonville in this game.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to also. I like Jacksonville, man. I was watching. That was the first game I watched them play, and they actually were pretty good. The only thing I hate about Jacksonville is that I don't like how they utilize Travis Hunter, right? Because he's playing both sides of the ball. Man, I wish they would just throw him on defense, make him the starting corner, right? Full-time defense, and give him, a handful of plays on offense, right? Set up some packages for him, whatever. But it's this 50-50 or 60-50, whatever it is. I don't know. It's just weird because he makes some great plays on offense. He's a really good ball player. So we'll see. Yeah, Jacksonville, I think, is the real deal.
Could very well be. All right, up next.
Rams at the Ravens. Before all the injuries, this was a great game.
Oh, this was good. Yeah, this was going to be a banger. This was going to be this was probably going to be game of the week.
Does anybody have any faith? Let's see.
I don't.
I know you won't.
I don't. Could be a letdown game here too after that win over the Chiefs. Seattle could pull it out, but I'm going
Jacksonville. Okay, that was the game before. Banger after banger after banger. Yeah,
it could have been. It could have been.
It was a tough schedule for the first 6 weeks.
Yeah. Stafford, right? Stafford for the Rams. Yeah, Stafford's gonna have a field day.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh my God, he's gonna. I don't know if it's possible to make this defense look any more silly than it does, but he will find a way. Puka is gonna have a game. Yeah. I really don't. I don't even want to watch. I'm gonna, but I don't want to. And I've never in my life, I've never missed a game, but I just feel like this one is going to be so embarrassing that.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think the Rams are going to win too. I just hope the Ravens put up a better fight than what we've seen the last couple of weeks, especially on defense. We know the offense ain't going to be the same, but you know what? Just give a better effort. That's all you're asking. Don't get blown out at home again, back-to-back weeks, right? You just want a better effort. So hopefully that'll happen.
Yeah. And if anything, you know what? I am hoping that the fans are a little more vocal during this game. They were kind of subdued for a little bit, trying to benefit of the doubt, whatever. No, if you're going to this game, and God bless you if you are, be vocal, please.
Yeah.
Please be vocal. You spent money to be there. Use your voice. Let them hear it, please. That's the only way. It's the only way. All right. Next up.
Titans at the Raiders.
You know what? I think Tennessee gets its second win.
Wow. All right.
I do. Look, again, the Raiders offensive line has been terrible. Geno Smith has been running for his life. I don't have any faith in that Raiders O-line. I don't know. I just really, wait a minute. They're at home. Yeah, no, you know what? I don't care. I'm sticking with it. I'm going Tennessee.
Okay. I can't see them winning 2 in a row. Raiders got to win a game here. They can't be this awful that they're going to lose to the Titans at home. So I'm gonna go with the Raiders.
Okay. All right.
All right. Next up, Bengals at the Packers.
Oh boy.
Maybe we see Joe Flacco in a Bengals uniform.
I would say so. I would say so. I think man, that defense, good Lord. And with the Bengals offense not being able to protect quarterbacks right now. God, please protect Joe.
Yeah, right.
Oh my gosh, because I can tell you right now, if Micah gets his hands on Joe, whew, that could be all she wrote. Yeah, I gotta go with the Packers. I gotta go with the Packers all day.
Yeah. The Bengals are not the same, man, without Joe Burrow. I'm sorry. And you know what? Even if we see Flacco, you got to give him a week or two, right? To get kind of settled in with the offense, learning it and all that. So, yeah, he might.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to start. I'm going to say he'll come in, but I don't know if he'll start. I think they're going to give that kid Browning another shot, one more shot, basically. Like, here, let's see what you could do. Now you got somebody over your shoulder that, that could step in. So we'll give him one more shot. And yeah, one more shot against Green Bay is not exactly an easy shot either, but at least he's got it, right? So I think we're gonna go. I'll go with Green Bay.
All righty. Okay. All right. Next up.
49ers at Tampa. This should be a good one right here.
This is gonna be a great game. Look, again, I like Baker Mayfield, man. I like Tampa Bay. But the fight that San Francisco has been putting up this year, like I said, eliminating excuses from the rest of the league, showing that injuries should not be an excuse. They should be off the table.
Yep.
But
but
I man, you want to talk about Cinderella story? How much longer, Chris? How much longer can they keep doing it?
I know.
Like,
it's got to run out.
It has to run out, right?
Yeah. And you're playing a good team this week.
Oh,
on the road, playing Tampa on the road. That's a lot different, right, than beating New Orleans.
And that stadium at home is just a different animal. That
hot, right? If you're not used to the heat either, right? You go in there, it's like 95, humidity's 95% too. So you know how hot it is down in Florida, right? So
yeah.
So like it's hot. Imagine playing football when you're not used to it down there in that kind of heat. So
facts. Niners are showing the Ravens how to.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna say Tampa, but I'm gonna say it's gonna be a good one.
I think. Oh yeah. I think, like we said, it has to run out. It has to.
Yeah.
And I think this is the game that it does. But I'm gonna pick the Bucks, but I'm gonna be pulling for the Niners.
Should be a good one. Yeah. Either way,
it should be a real good game.
All right, Sunday night game. This is a good one, I think. Lions at the Chiefs. I'm only saying I think because the one thing that bothers me about the Chiefs is their defense. Defensively, I don't see that team making those kind of. Again, they're making mistakes on both sides of the ball. I normally don't see KC make. If you're going to beat them, you're going to you beat them because you're better than them or whatever, but not because they beat themselves, right? And I seen that kind of last night. So, but now they got the Lions, where offensively, how great the Lions' offense is. But the Lions are banged up a little bit. I think every team is banged up. I think we don't have to start saying that anymore. But they are banged up in the at the corner position. Shoot. We got Lions. Man, I want to take the Chiefs, but I just don't. After watching them Monday night, I don't trust them that much anymore. So I think I'm going to take the Lions just because they're going to be unstoppable on offense.
I'm going Lions all the way. Like I said, Kansas City is frauds until proven otherwise. They have not proven that they can beat a team that isn't beaten up or has a losing record. And the Lions offense, what they did to the Ravens, if what you're saying about Kansas City with the defensive woes, man, that Lions offense is just freaking explosive. Like their dual running back threat is insane. You got Amon-Ra Amon St. Ra, how would it, one of the sky gods.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You still got him out there, and he's an absolute demon speed. Yeah, Lions all the way. I don't think Kansas City stands a chance in this game.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't know about standing a chance. They're going to hang in a little bit, but offensively, I think the Lions are they're just unstoppable on offense, man. It's crazy.
Sure.
Next up, 2 Monday night games again. We got a double header. First up is the Bills at Atlanta.
Okay. Buffalo, this is the game to get back on track, man. You got, I would say, the only reason I would say that you got stunned is because now you're no longer the only undefeated team in the league. Other than that, like I said, I think I'm going to chalk that loss up as a bruise. Okay. You shake it off, you put a little cream on it, you wipe it away, and you move on. This is the game to get back on track. I think the Bills handle it easy. Buffalo all the way.
I'll say the Bills too. I just think it'll be a closer game.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to be that much of a blowout. I think it's going to be a tight game. Falcons.
I don't think it's going to be a blowout, but I don't think it's going to be a blowout, but I don't think it's going to be close.
I gotcha. Okay. I'll say it's going to be a little closer than what you're saying, but I'll go with the Bills too.
Okay. Well, fuck.
All right. Last game, Chicago at Washington. Rematch, I think, from last year. That was that Hail Mary at the end of the game, right?
Yeah.
That Washington won.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Jaden Daniels is back. Yeah. I don't think and Washington is at home. Yeah, I don't think Washington has a problem with this game. I'm going to give it to Washington pretty handily in this one.
Yeah, I'm with you. The Bears, just don't trust him. All right.
Oh, you're picking the Bears.
He's got the Bears. Okay. All right.
All right. Wait a minute. So Yerock is the only one who picked the Bears. Yerock, yes. Why are you taking the Bears? We got to know why.
Yeah, give us a reason. Because I don't have a reason why.
I don't have a reason. Got to give us some insight here. What do you know that we don't know, brother?
Listen, I like Washington because Jaden Daniels is back. If he wasn't back, maybe, yeah. I could maybe the Bears stealing that game because I think Mariota's their guy. Just a flat out feeling. All right, there you go.
Okay.
Hey, sometimes you get them.
Yep.
Nothing wrong with that.
I had a flat out feeling once. Turns out it was just indigestion. So
there you go.
He's making my kind of thing. Yeah, right. I don't trust Washington at all. I mean, look, man, nobody trusted Washington at one point, and look what they did. Like, I know, and not to use my own analogy against me. I know this isn't last year, but that team has proved that they're not the Washington of old. It's just a fact at this point. So,
listen, they made it to the NFC title game last year.
That's right.
Right. So they are not a bad team. You can trust Washington, especially against the weaker team, which is Chicago at this point. So I like Washington. Hey, listen, they might still lose. I'm not saying that it's a lock, but I wouldn't touch Chicago in this game. That's for sure.
Right.
Yeah, I just think, and Washington's a good team. I think, maybe not as good as Detroit actually they beat Detroit last year in the playoffs, but if everybody's healthy, I think Detroit's the better team, but Washington's right there, man. They can be a tough team. They're well coached, goes back to coaching, and they got Jaden Daniels back, man. We've seen what Jaden Daniels could do last year, right? So when he's healthy, that guy he's good.
I just stirred up the pot a bit. Yeah, you did that.
Nothing wrong with that. It's all good.
All good, brother. Well, guys, that's going to be our show. We appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for making your picks with us. We'll see how everybody did. Yeah, I mean, Catch us live every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube. Make sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Flight Club Football. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that like button for us, as it lets YouTube know that you like the video and you want to see more of what you like. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, and if you do, hit that bell so that you never miss anything that Flight Club does. Now, get out there, everybody, and remember rule 1 of Flight Club.
Talk about Flight Club.
Talk about us. Share us with your friends and
Yell
your family
about us.
and your family's family.
That's right.
Share us up. For Flight Club Football, I have been TBK, the Baltimore Kid. Well, that's Chris.
Yeah. One of the sides.
We're somewhere. We'll catch you guys on the next one. See ya.
See ya.